So, here we are again. Another Evo, another tier list at the end of Season 2. Let's talk about the game a little bit.
I thought Guilty Gear Strive was a dead game because of Street Fighter 6.
This game is very much alive. People play Guilty Gear Strive. You can stop asking. Most people didn't exactly quit Guilty Gear Strive per se for Street Fighter 6, but play it side by side, me included. Everybody asking me if I quit Strive really got on my nerves. Now, I'm one of the strongest Marisa players in the United States, but I don't really have anything to show for it. So, yeah. Anyways, Guilty Gear Strive, dead game, lol. So, the game now, going into Season 2 endgame. So, let's talk about the game. What version of Strive are we on? 2.06. 2.06. Game state discussion, you, and you for watching this. Do better. This game's good. Guilty Gear Strive has come a long way from some nasty 2 years ago. The state of the game continues to improve with most of these balance patches. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Now we're doing it like 2 steps forward, 0.5 steps back here and there. We've come a long way, but the top 5 hasn't changed enough. It's interesting that you would say that. Do things need to change? The game gets better and better. Why do you care what characters are the strongest so much? Sure, there's an argument to be had there. I care about the general game state. Let's start with the easy stuff. These characters fucking suck. ASW has done nothing for them. They've desperately needed help. Bedman and Sin are completely worthless. They have almost no redeeming qualities outside of their assets. Both Bedman and Sin have had times in Guilty Gear's history where they've been fucking overpowered, so I can understand why ASW doesn't want these characters to be good, the way Strive is balanced. ASW obviously hates zoners and wants zoners to be bad, because zoners make bad players feel bad. When they feel bad, they won't play, and then they won't buy a bajillion Bridget figures. Now, I would say after these characters, all of these characters are pretty good. When I put Potemkin in C tier, does not mean he's bad. He's alright. But when every single bracket has a grillion little gorillas, might be a little hard to perform, might be a little hard to overcome and come out on top. Pot is very widely played, but he's just okay. Trust me, if Pot was good, there would be so much bitching. This character is godlike in plus R, and he's so toxic. He's so good. You don't want this character to be good, because then you'll enable all the pop players who have been held back. Next character, Nage. This character is also good. Faust is solid, but there's a lot of problems at the upper end of the cast. A lot of very popular, strong characters that completely destroy Faust, even though he's a good character. You know, it just comes down to matchup spread. Faust is good. Who do you think is next? Go Lewis? You fucking starboard. Oh, gotta go Lewis. CT here. I think it's Anji. All these characters, they're good. Their matchups are embarrassing. Anji doesn't want to fight Mei, doesn't want to fight Chip, doesn't want to fight Ramathal, doesn't want to fight Leo, especially, does not want to fight Nago, especially does not want to fight Happy Chaos. Like, it just goes on and on. So, this is about as high as I can go. He's just too simple. He's too obvious. They should move power away from spin and give him more specials, more command normals. He's so linear and simple. Who do you think is coming next, chat? Kai? Jacko? Soul? Testament. Testament kind of fell off a little bit, but I don't think Testament has fallen off that hard. I hear a lot of Testament is like down here type talk, like, God, everybody's just fucking overreacting all the time. Testament's fine. Does Testament feel like they belong next to Anji, Faust, and Potemkin? Please be honest. Does this look correct to you, tournament players? What matchups are even that bad for Testament? Oh, there's a bunch. Ramlethal, Happy Chaos, namely. Alright, who's next? It's Ino. Ino's good. Y'all think this character is so bad? Then you see Daru beating people's asses. Character is good. Cut that out. Depends on how many Happy Chaoses you have to play against. So maybe in North America, she's down here. Can't win. Anybody conflicted yet on what's happening here? Next one, Mei. Mei has long been overrated in this current battle balance. It's strange to see her rated so high. Alright. Idiots. Buffoons. A lot of you so easily convinced. Ramathal has long been overrated in this current battle. Anyways, next character, Axolo. This character loses way too many matchups to strong characters to push up. He's fine, he's good, but you know, the Stealthies, the Trevor Sues, they really have their work cut out for them. Playing against Chips and Leos and Happy Chaoses and Ramlethals, it's not good. Next character? Hard choices, chat. Who are you going for? Yo? I think it's Milia. Still, people think Milia is like kind of meandering. I think Milia's kind of good. She's good. In fact, I would want to be her over like a bunch of these characters versus some of the strong characters, because you can just fucking run people over if you're truly that much of a better player. Milia's good. Fat Milia? Also very good. All of these characters are good. They're all good. They're all powerful in their own ways. It's just there's a bunch of characters that don't care. Speaking of which, Kai. Matchups. Too many matchups. Don't care about what he does. He's good. Kai is very good. Kai's very solid. Kai can win a tournament. Y'all think we're ready to move out of mid-tier? Baiken. I don't know. Baiken's very good. Like, doing this feels odd. Doesn't feel right. She's too powerful. She's way too powerful. I don't think so. She's way more well-rounded than these fellas. She has a lot of edge. State of the game is not about the power budget of the characters. Like, so I'm gonna bring this up again. Do you all know what BST means in Pokemon? We're related to Strive, okay? Heracross. In Strive, a lot of the characters actually have pretty good base stat totals. It's just about how they're allocated. You know, everybody kind of has the same base stat total, and then it becomes about matchups, not really versus each other, but against the upper echelon here. That's what this is all about. It's not about their matchups versus each other. It's about, can you handle Garchomp swooping you from round start? Can you beat Rain Dance? That's what it's about. Like, you can pick Faust, but can you beat Garchomp with Faust? Sure, yeah, you can. Okay, now can you do it 4 times in one bracket? Last one for the B tier. Look, they're kissing. I don't think he's that good. I think he's okay. Somebody in North America is finally performing with this character, which is great. Soul's awesome to watch. Thank you, Umi Show and Mike Saftig, bringing us more Soul action. When this character won Arc Revo, I did not knee-jerk into saying, whoop, character's S tier. Nah. Soul is middle of the line. Oh, get Baiken out of there? Yeah. I don't think Soul is better than Baiken. Alright, A tier. Like we already said. Baiken. Right on the precipice, but I think she's a cut above these characters. This character is a momentum monster, and she can rob you, and she can close out hard. Very solid. Who's next? Oscar? Zato. What do y'all think about Oscar? I know what I think. I want to know what you think. Chat. S tier waiting to happen? No. Oscar is at A tier. His character is very strong, very cool, has some of the craziest tools ever seen. He's powerful without being carried and simple. He's alinear, interesting, he's dynamic, strengths and weaknesses. He gets better, more strength he has of a player. He's the perfect high tier. Great DLC character. It's okay for DLC characters to come out and get really strong. They could have done this, but they didn't. He's up here. He's punished for losing resources, and that's why he's A tier. I didn't even see it that way. Roku 606, I would say it's because Asuka has flaws that he's an A tier. Next character, Nago. Big man Nago. Nago's fucking great. He's sick, but he got fucking shot the last patch. They shot his win rate directly in the fucking chest. And it worked. He fell from the throne down to here. And it was a long time coming too. It was a long time coming. Long time coming. Now, if you're playing against him in a tournament, you're up against me and Nubenheimer, you might feel like he's up here. And for that, we're sorry. But also get good. Do you think they overdid it on Nago or just right? Just right? I think if he gets hit again, I think he's gonna be in trouble. He's still the king of robbery, but that's not all he can do. For the game, it's okay. If you play Nago, it hurts, but it had to happen. The way they did it is interesting. By hitting his health values, they could have done a couple different things. They let him play the same. That's fine by me. Could have done a lot of different things to him. What's the next character? Zato. This character's win condition is so powerful, it keeps him from going down here. These two, Nago and Zato, are fucking god tournament characters, because you don't need to worry about matchups when they're dead or when you're playing 2-on-1 with Zato. Double Axel? Dude, Tene can fucking take down Double Axel. What makes them god tournament characters? Sure, let me tell you. Jonathan Tene. This matchup, you would assume, is bad for Zato, right? Because Axel can zone pretty effectively. But all it takes is one edge And all of a sudden, this matchup doesn't look so bad, does it?
Angie got buffed a lot, and he went from bottom 1 to bottom 1. So we'll see.
One slip, one mistake, and then we're in with the Shadow Gang. That's it. 2 mistakes. That's all it took. Perfect. That's why Zato is good. Those 3 mistakes? Yeah, I suppose. Getting 6 speed at round start into Zato, and then bursting, and then getting hit again. Yeah, I suppose that was 3 mistakes, not 2. Next character, Jacko. Jacko is a set play bitch with the normals of a gorilla. She has some holes that keep her from being completely overpowered, being a character with flaws, like her minions going away when she blocks normals. Jacko can bully a lot of the cast with her normals. It's actually a little bit outrageous. They need to be careful with this character. She's on the precipice of being fucking a broken bastard. She's really, really close. But her matchups against the super good characters, so shitty that she's just unplayable sometimes. That's what the game state is about. Next character. We're getting into the controversy zone here. I can feel the YouTube comments coming my way right now. I think it's Giovanna. This character's neutral. It's fucking tight. And she does a shit ton of damage. She's fucking sick. A handful of people actually have success at majors. There's a lot of good Geo players. TY, Days. Kid Viper doesn't play, but Razzo now. Razzo literally just won a major over the weekend. Creator of Exodus on the up and coming. Yeah, Nitro's been playing Geo. Nitro's very good. There's a lot of Geo players, actually. Speaking of Razzo and coverage picks, Leo Whitebang. This character is fucking sick, but he has fallen to the wayside slightly. You'll see this character in top 6 this weekend, most likely. Think Leo's S? We put him here, it'd be fine. You wanna put him here? We'll put him there. We'll put him there. He's good. You wanna put him there? We're good. Right, I'm good with it. I'm not gonna argue it. You could go either way. Whole tournament's on PS4 Pro, so we're not playing 2 different versions of Leo, but he's super good. His matchup against Oscar, I don't know how it is. That might pull him down slightly on the spread, but I don't know. It's my favorite. It's Bridget. She's sick. Set play bitch, like Jacko, with worse normals, but still powerful. They may have overdone it a little bit when they buffed her, like half a year or a year or so ago. They slightly overtuned her, slightly, because no one likes looping set play, but she's pretty squishy, and her matchup spread is not fucking perfect. Not what a S tier character looks like. What do you think is the last character going into A tier? Ready for my controversial pick of the patch? It's Chip. I think Chip is not a top 3 material character. I don't see it. Maybe it's because I had my head so far up my own ass playing Nago. I respect the power of his character, okay? Being a Bridget player, I respect the power of Chip. I know he's fucking cheap. Doesn't seem as cheap to me as these characters. That's for certain. Controversial pick number 2. Ramlethal. I think the reason why people stopped saying Ramlethal is a top 3 character is because they got bored of saying the same thing over and over. Ramlethal will never be anything besides contesting best character in the game until she gets shot like Nago did. That's it. This bitch is fucking unbelievably insulting and carried and powerful and simple and effective in every matchup. Shot how? Well, maybe giving her hurt boxes on her normals, damage scaling, not having the best air normal in the game in JS, maybe not having the best 6P. We can go a bunch of different ways. Actually, I think if you nerf her 6P alone, she automatically drops. Instantly. Simple. One thing. 6P now has like 3 or 4 frames extra startup. Wouldn't that be cool? Not when she doesn't have a normal that does everything. She has like 6 or 7 tools that do everything. This character has no flaws. This character has no losing matchups. This character has many winning matchups. This character smothers the rest of the cast hard in their viability of winning a tournament. Super fucking hard, and I don't like that. They'll give her a new special that'll make her less linear, and they already did that with Rekka. Next character, Mei. She is so stupid. Unbelievable. Good Christ almighty. Every time I play against a Mei, I'm just in shock. She does way too much fucking damage. Too much fucking damage. This character needs damage scaling ASAP. Stop buffing her 3K. Stop buffing her specials. Stop it. Counter hit 5P, 6H, Dolphin, 5P, 6H, Dolphin. Why? And she has more health than Nago. Now, granted, I think she has an actual matchup spread that gets tossed out the window because she does so much fucking damage that it is memes. Who asked for a Dolphin to be -3? Everything was great. Why did they do this? That would be acceptable. Except she does double damage. You don't believe in top tier Mei? She doesn't really perform like that. She's very unpopular, but I think it's because she's boring. I think she's one of the most boring characters in the game. Brain empty. There's nothing there. She's very rare in tournament. Her neutral? I'm not worried about her neutral. She barely has to play it. She does so much damage. It's just unbelievable. The conversions that she does is like some made up shit. I'm always in shock when I play against any level of Mei player, and I'm dying in 2 hits. She's best at a medium level, but for competitive, she falls a bit short. Dude, you just stabbed me in the eyeballs. Nago and Bridget both have a fine matchup against Mei. Bridget trading off the damage for the neutral. Nago being able to keep up with her on both runs. But she's just ridiculous. I think Dolphin is the strongest move. No. Dolphin's fucking whatever. It's her normals. It's her normals and her conversion. Strongest moves belong to Ram? No. Strongest moves belong to Happy Chaos. Happy Chaos! You can beat fucking anybody with this character. I hate him. Everybody hates him. The hatred of Happy Chaos is like transcendent. It transcends the game. He's so good that how much the player base hates Happy Chaos transcends the game's competitive scene and trickles out to pop culture. You can beat anybody with this bastard. You could beat me, you could beat Slash, you could beat Umisho, you could beat anybody with your fucking autopilot ass Happy Chaos. He fucking sucks. He's hard. He is a hard character to play. He takes work. But once you put in that work, you're not really working at that point. Once you do his shit, the work just becomes a walk in the park. His offense, too broken. I hate Roll. Roll needs to be shot. Roll is too fucking good. Happy Chaos should not have God conversions, God normals, God zoning, God-like neutral, God-like damage, and also have the most broken mix-up in the game. You can do roll mix with Happy Chaos. You can beat anyone. Don't think that's acceptable. And the nerfs are gonna come. It's on the way. ASW, they know this character's fucking broken. His weakness is his defense. He is a flawed character. He's missing a whole bunch of normals. He doesn't have a reversal, but getting hit by Happy Chaos YRC might as well be a reversal. Because then he invisible left-rights you with gunshot, and then wall sticks you, and then you lose. Outplayed, bitch. When he YRCs you, you have to burst him back into the corner or you'll lose. They smother the rest of the characters. Imagine how much better the game gets if it looks like this. How much better would this game be? It would be like night and day. I could live with Mei being up here if not for Happy Chaos and Ram. A perfect being. I don't think she is. Leo is very strong, but he's not a perfect being. Here's Marisa. Boom. Since you asked, what's Rashid doing up there? What, you want him down here? Whatever you want. Hey, I think this character is very strong. I think he takes work, and a lot of these characters don't take work. Put JP lower? No. JP's fucking cheap, dude. All of these characters are cheap. These characters are not honest. They're obnoxious. The character I think is the best is fucking Jury. But I know people believe in Luke. But it's my bias because Marisa fights Luke quite well. Don't get me started. Anyways, any questions? Is this controversial? How would I buff Sin? Give him functioning frame data and damage? No, I don't write the Soul Wave. My opinion on Soul hasn't changed in a long time. Are the tiers ordered? No. Bedman? Bedman doesn't function. They have a frame data of a launch Strive character. A bad one. Yeah, Vanilla Faust. Sin does have good things. Thankfully has a DP. Elk Hunt. Peak Driver is like a shadow of his former self, but at least it does damage. Has real supers. Is what I'm going with. I'm locking it in.